Hit record on Limor.
He's just a
We
conversation.
are away. Okay. Limor, Mono y Mono. Welcome back to my show, and we're doing an ad hoc on-the-go audio from Montpellier in France. So we might all say bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
So I'm delighted to say I am joined by family members of mine today, Sara Da Silva and my brother Simon.
Mono y mono.
Mono y Mono. So it is an actual Mono y Mono.
The original
today.
mono.
The original Mono, so we
Yeah.
the claim. But yeah, so guys, we're here in the south of France at a wedding of a mutual friend of ours, Jamie Hagan, and his beautiful bride to be Sinead, now to be Hagan. So a big shout out to them as well. If they're listening at this, we'll tag them in and I'm sure they'll give it a listen. And we thought it was a great opportunity because you guys live in the UK.
Yeah.
I live in Ireland, so it's difficult to get in the same room at times. And we said it's a great opportunity to have a conversation and get you on the show. And we'll dive straight into it. And Sara, I think you have a very interesting story. Like yourself and Simon have an interesting story in the world of fitness, how you met each other, how your love developed and blossomed into a marriage and then blossomed into a business.
Yeah.
And you're running a business called Sara Da Silva.
Sara Da Silva.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said Sara Da Silva.
Sara Da Silva, which is Brazilian, and it's great. Big round of applause is deserved because you just hit over 10,000 followers on Instagram, which takes a while to get there, and you have a very loyal following. And your business, Sara Da Silva, are actually Brazilian leggings and fitness wear, predominantly for women. I know you're looking at a range for men down the line, but your whole journey is very interesting in terms of business and entrepreneurship, and that's what I love to get on the show is, you know, people from a sporting background like myself, but also people from the business and entrepreneurial and motivational and inspirational type stories. So I'm waffling on here a little bit, but usually what I do is I get you guys to give a quick intro. So Sara, we'll start with you, should I say. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you come from, first and foremost?
Brazil. Well, yeah, I come from Brazil. I'm a proud Brazilian woman, as you can see. Today I'm not wearing colors, but I'm normally very colorful, even though we do black leggings. But yeah, I grew up in Brazil. And when I was around 27 years, I moved to Ireland. The first plan was just come to Ireland for a year to learn English, because when I arrived here, I didn't speak any English. And I went to Ireland. I was living in Bray for a year. I was working as an au pair. And after a year, just life was just too good to go back home. Literally, I remember thinking, this place is amazing. I love it.
What year was that?
2009, 2008.
Okay, so just at the crash, basically. You got the end of the Celtic Tiger.
Yeah, I remember like people saying it wasn't there anymore. Because I remember being there and people talking about the past.
Yeah.
So, but for me, you know, I was working in Brazil, big company, having, you know, this crazy life. I moved to Ireland, to a very small town. I was an au pair, so no big responsibilities. Back home, like in Brazil, it's part of the culture. You live with your parents until you get married. So I was living in Brazil with my mom. In Ireland, I was living by myself. So my life just was a big change that I was enjoying it. And even though I had this in the back of my head, you know, this I should be woman up here, you know, because I cannot be here just learning English for ever. I was kind of it's a year, I'm gonna be here. Because another interesting fact, the reason that I went to Ireland is because I own some money in Brazil. There's I don't know if you have here in
you won a competition.
It's like a competition. In Brazil, at the banks, I'm sure they have something like this in Ireland or in UK. If you save money, every day they pick someone to win a certain amount.
They do. What they have them in the post office, didn't they? They're not the bonds. Is it the prize bonds?
Prize bonds.
That's what it is. The equivalent of. So you won prize bond money.
Yeah.
So you had a bit of cash in the bank.
Yeah, it was like 30,000 reais. So I always say it's kind of the same amount of money. You could do the same things that you could do with 30,000 euros.
Okay.
So it wasn't the money that I could go and buy a house. I remember my brother saying, "Oh, just change your car," and I was like, well, if I change my car, that's it. I want to do something that even when the money goes away, I will look back and say,
It's an
you
investment.
know. So I thought I'm gonna go to Europe, study for a year. Then at the end of it, I travel around, and then I come back to Brazil. Even if I don't have money, happy days, you know.
Life experience.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm just saying that now, and I'm thinking, if I had the mentality that I have now, I would have invested in a business or doing something like that. But thank God I didn't, because I didn't have the mentality.
Well,
And,
that's what gave you the education to
Yeah,
get where you are now. It's
exactly.
that life experience. So
And bear in mind, Shane, as we were going to talk, at this time in my life, I never thought that I would even be capable to run a business. Wasn't a possibility. And that's, I think, when we start talking, but that's, I think, where when you get together with someone that is a complete different background of you, that person can give you a whole different, open the door for new possibilities, you know, because I grew up to work, you know, go to college, go work, buy a house, you know, that was my mentality. Even though my younger brother, he's a musician, and I remember when we were...
Muka, isn't it?
Muka, yeah.
Big shout out to Muka.
Muka, yeah. He's a lovely guy, but...
He's quite big. Sorry to
He
jump
is,
across.
yeah,
Big
he's
musician
a big
in
musician,
Brazil.
yeah. You see, we since we were very small, like talk 6, 5, he used to play at home, drummer, like my mum bands and everything. But anyway, he went to college, he studied, and when we were poor, I always say, when I look back, I didn't feel like we were poor, but now when I look back, yeah, we were poor. And I remember when we were teenagers, and Muka was around 15, 16, we were all working. One day he got home saying that he was going to leave his job to be a musician, and my mom supported him, and me and my older brother were like, are you crazy? Why are you doing that? And I think like, wow, she's amazing, because she saw the possibility, because what started to happen in Muka, because he was working, he was missing a lot of opportunities to play with big guys, and he was in a situation that he told my mom, I need to try, and I need you to support me. So yeah, I have to stop talking.
That's great, but that was an education for you as well.
Yes, but you see,
You don't realise it, but
I
it
don't
was.
realize it. Then maybe to work later in my life, but it's all about awareness as well, Shane, because sometimes we have things around us, but we are not aware. So it wasn't something that I was aware, because back then, when my mom supported him, I thought she was crazy. You know, I thought she was crazy. I had a lot of these moments now that think people are crazy. I just think, oh yeah, you were actually right. Yeah, I thought, because I was just too much pressure, you know, because everybody, like me and my brothers, we were all helped at home.
Yeah.
So that meant that if Muka didn't do well, we would need to support him. But saying that, this time that the beginning wasn't easy for him. I remember getting paid and buying clothes for him, but so like even though I didn't agree, we kind of as a family we together supporting him to make sure that, you know, he could keep doing his thing.
And what's the name of the band he's with? He's with different bands.
Yeah, you see, he has Malaca Chic. There's a really, really cool music, Brazilian funky music, really nice and unique song, I would say.
Malaca Chic, if there's anyone there who wants to check him
Malaca
out.
Chic. Check him out. He's really good. But he's it's not because he's my brother, but he's a very, very talented guy. And what he does, he plays with a lot of different big bands in Brazil, and he does a lot of his studio work. So let's say the band, they have their own drummer, but they are going to record a live DVD or in studio. He's the kind of the professional guy that go and just, so he's really good.
Okay, enough about Muka.
Yeah.
Muka, you're
Muka,
brilliant,
love
but
you.
we're going back to
Yeah,
Sara.
it's there.